Hi everyone, back again with me, Magic Joe, and in this video, we'll be talking and I'll be sharing my clear for the weapon trial 1 at level 60. I know it might be late for to post this video, but I just want to complete all the series at level 60. And I hope that it might be still useful for some people who hasn't cleared the level 60 yet. So just to give some reference what unit that you can use and what's the reason behind it. And also I might recommend you to start doing this stage on level 40 because I think it's doable as long as you upgrade all your weapons and also your trinkets and also Tarot Whisperer, and make sure you have upgrade your talent as well. The first unit that I want to share to you guys is Abyss. I've been using her as a tank on this stage because she has the reaction ability here, the protection of darkness, which is going to reduce damage taken up to 38% if the target, if the enemies that attack her has 3 or more debuffs. So how can you achieve that? The first one, you can get 1 debuff from the trait that she has, and also you're gonna want to put the corruption, so there's like another 2 debuff, so in total it has already been 3 debuffs, even though it's like random level 2 and level 1. But then after that, on the first attack, you could give another 2 random debuffs to the enemies. That's why by then, whenever Abyss get attacked, the damage will be reduced by 38%. So I think that pretty much the function of her on this stage. For the items, I just have the skeleton stuff, and I try to put more of the magic defense by using this fancy hat. But if you don't have this item, don't worry, any item can do as long as it's level 50. And also for the tarot card, I'm just gonna use the Hermit because I need another 10% of damage taken reduction, and also just put like some HP and ammo tag on it. So I think that's the role for Abyss on the stage. And for my main damage dealer on this team, I'm just gonna put Beryl on it because as you know that Beryl is really strong, and also she has a Choo ability that has armor piercing and also deal like 150% magic damage in total. And also for the support ability, I'm just gonna put energy restoration. And also for the equipment, I'm just gonna use the gazing orb because I have 5-star gazing orb, which gonna give like 15% more damage while performing single target attack. So that would work well with the Choo ability. And I'm just gonna put everything that is level 50 on her. And for the tarot card, I'm just gonna put the magician to deal more damage. If you don't have Beryl, I would suggest you to substitute her with some archers, maybe like Divine Grace would be good, or if you saw my other video, I would recommend the Outlaw Crossbowman, as he could deal a lot of damage as well to this boss. As long as you're using like range attack, you'll be fine because you don't want to do melee attack on this boss. And another damage dealer unit that I'm going to use on this stage is Papal Ice Priest, my favorite character so far. He has level 46 with the rank 9, and for the skill I'm just gonna use pretty much using Ice Lance every turn. And also if he got too far away from the boss, that's where the ice cone comes into play, so you could still do damage even though you're far away from the boss. And also I use him because of the force field ability in here. It's an aura that decreases AoE damage taken by all allies within 3 tiles by 25%. So you might want to use him to reduce the AoE damage that the boss will do on the stage. I will explain it later. And also for the equipment, I'm just gonna put some resonant broom. That's the best thing that I have on him. And also the old scroll of Auguste. And for the tarot card here, I'm just gonna use the Justice to give like 15% of the critical hit, and also this one has a lot of magic attack on the details. That's why I'm using it. Okay, I hope you don't get bored about this unit because I use her in every single trial that I did. And yeah, this is Butterfly, by the way. She's level 46 at the moment, still rank 9, and I'm just gonna use her as buffer and also like the buffer or dispeller, I could say, because she has this ability, Blessings, that could recover like 30% of the HP and also convert 2 random debuff into level 1 buffs. So because the Stigmata will count as debuff, I wish to change that debuff into a buff, and that way I could also dispelling it and also get benefit from it. And for the skill, I'm just gonna use the Cure Blow and also some Dance of Encouragement to give more damage to my units and also lifesteal. And for the equipment, I think it's still gonna be the same, except for the tarot card. I'm just gonna use the Guidance of the World because I will not attack like even once with Butterfly to the boss, because you don't want the boss to get to use its reaction ability to your units. That's why I'm just gonna use some healing abilities and also some support abilities, and if they're on cooldown, I'm just gonna wait, and that way I can get more energy by using this tarot card. And the last unit that I used to clear this stage is, you know her. She's really famous. She's been really useful for me and for other people as well. And you get her for free. So it's Angel. She's level 46 at the moment, just level up by 1. And I just make a little bit adjustment on her. So on the equipment, I have this cube, which going to additionally dispel another debuff, and also I'm gonna use Empress tarot card because I just want to dispel all those stigmata stacks on my units. So that's why by using one light of healing, she could potentially just dispel 3 debuff at once. That's why I'm building her this way. But any other skill, it's still the same, just like the Flagellant and also the Magic Defense command. Just remember what I said, that the Magic Defense command will only affect other units than Angel, so Angel will not benefit from it. But yeah, that's all the unit that I have, and let's jump to the stage. Before we start to discuss about the battle, I just want to let you know that I forgot to mention the tactics that I'm using for this boss. So I'm using Maneuver Command, March Command, and also Flag of Convallaria. So the reason why I use the Maneuver Command is sometimes you might miss positioning your units, and that when the Maneuver Command comes to help you to regenerate 25% of the HP and also repositioning your units. That way you could still deal more damage, and then you could just bring the units to a safe place again. Yeah, let's start the game. The first one, I'm just gonna use Maneuver of March of Command just to get closer to the boss, so I could deal the first damage using all the thing. And then I start to DPSing and then buff my units, slowly chipping the boss down. That's what I said before. So with so much debuff on the boss, you could she could really reduce the damage taken by 38%, and also another 10% from the Hermit card, so she could survive. You could see like how many debuff that the boss has, and also like how about the magic attack value that the boss has at the moment. So this is really great. That's why my Abyss could stand the hits from the boss. Okay, whenever the boss casts the AoE ability, it's gonna be active in the next turn. So at this phase, what you want to do is just like try to attack and move your units slowly to the sides so you could avoid the AoE in the next turn. Also be careful about the tiles here. So that tiles have the stigmata realm, which going to give you 2 stacks of stigmata if your units stay on that tile at the end of the turn. But if you're just passing by, that's okay. You could just go it through without any stigmata stack. So just don't stay there at the end of the turn. That's what I talked about. If the range is too far, you can still hit the boss using the AoE abilities. And that's the AoE. And after the AoE, the boss will target one unit. As you can see, my Papal Priest is going to be targeted by the AoE attack, but it's gonna be active in the next turn. I'm just gonna let you know. The targeted mark, the debuff, the target will take damage once, and all allies within 1 tile radius to the target will take much damage once too. So what you want to do if your unit has this debuff is just put them together, only maybe like 2 other units, so there's like 3 units on the range of the small AoE, and that would help you to reduce the damage. And in this case, you want those units to be Angel, Papal Priest, and also Beryl, because Beryl has another AoE damage reduction by 40. So I think those 3 could survive the AoE. And after your unit got the mark, just move Abyss to the front, because the boss next attack will target the closest unit that is in front of the boss. So which one is that? Let me see. I think this one. So this will target the closest units, and you want your tank to move to the front, so it will not target anything else beside the tank. And also you don't want the tank to get hit by the small AoE abilities. That's why you need to positioning them better, so all of them could leave. That's the small AoE, and after that the follow-up attack, and they all are surviving. Gonna give the buff again. Healing and also dispelling. Attack and run using the Mars command. Just make sure your unit going to be in a safety place. And as you can see my movement there on my Beryl, I know that my Beryl doesn't really have a good amount of stacks of the stigmata, so that's why I could just like place her there and still do the damage constantly to the boss. If the stack is not too much, then you could do that, but if it's more than 4 or like 5, don't stand on the stigmata floor. that blessing is going to convert the debuff to buff. That is really good abilities. That's the small AoE attack, single target attack, another stigmata. Another big AoE, so we just need to move from the middle. Just rebuff again. And Beryl is okay to stand there because the boss is injured at the moment, so it would deal less damage to my units, and also because I have no enough range to go to the safety. Starting to damage again. Just convert the debuff. Small AoE attack, follow up by the single target attack, and that's the pattern. That's what you want to be noticing when you do this boss. And if you could do that smoothly, I think you don't have. I think you won't have any problem. Yep, I think that's it for this video, and I really hope that you could clear all your trials and get all those juicy legendary weapons and also trinkets on your account. And it's time for me to go. See you on the next video. Take care. Bye now.